Casey. Senator Paul.
Congratulations, Mr. DeVos, and thanks for your testimony. I grew up and went to public schools and got a great education, and big fan of public schools. My kids have gone to public schools, but there are also some public schools that aren't doing very well. You know, even the Department of Education says about half of them aren't doing very well, and half of the kids that are dropping out are kids of color. So I commend you for your work, trying to help lower-income kids and trying to help everybody get a better education. But I think the status quo just isn't really working. I have traveled to a lot of schools, though, and been amazed at some of the schools. I went to Josephinum in Chicago, St. Anthony's in Milwaukee, Boys Latin School in Philadelphia, and just amazing success stories. And you see the success in front of you where 100% of the kids are going to college. Just amazing stories where, you know, 50, 40, 30% maybe of their contemporaries in their community are going. So there are great successes. But I think we need to think about the kids. People get so caught up in, oh, I don't want any religious schools or only private schools and all of this. And it's like, look at the kids and look at the success there. But I thought maybe if you take a couple of minutes and tell us about some of the things you've seen in Michigan, schools that you've either visited that are a success or just some of what you've seen that has excited you about the potential that all these kids do have potential and we shouldn't leave them, you know, behind.
Well, thank you, Senator. Thanks for that opportunity. I would love to talk about some of the schools and some of the individuals that I have seen benefit from the success of being able to choose the right educational setting. And I've already mentioned the Potter's House School and John Boy, who's with us here today. That's a school I regularly visit. The students there come from a multitude of different countries, speak many different languages, and most of them are from very, very low income circumstances. And it's just amazing to see the transformation that those students have in going through their Potter's House years. There's another student here right behind me, Denisha Merriweather, whom I've gotten to know the last few years, who is the recipient of a tax credit scholarship program in the state of Florida. Denisha will tell you very promptly that she had a very troubled early childhood in her grade school years. I think she was kicked out multiple times before her godmother actually finally found a school that was going to work for her, and the transformation was just almost overnight. Denisha's the first in her family to have graduated high school. She's graduated college, and in May she's going to get her master's in social work degree. So she's just a tremendous example of what can happen when you get an opportunity to go to the right school. Nydia Salazar is also here, and she has her mom took her and emigrated from Peru because of the opportunity. She knew she would have a much greater opportunity to succeed and thrive, and so Nydia has been the beneficiary of a tax credit scholarship program in Arizona, and she's now in college and pursuing a higher education there. Those are two students. There's many schools that I see that are doing amazing things, actually trying new and innovative ways of approaching education for children. And one of them I'd love to mention is called Acton Academy, and it's truly a unique model in that it's totally student-directed. They form their own constitution, and there's no teacher in the classroom. There's just a coach or a guide, and the guide cannot answer questions. They can only pose a question back to the students. And the results from this Acton Academy are simply amazing. And the school is actually proliferating pretty rapidly throughout the country. So those are just a few examples, but I could give you dozens more.
Well, it is, and putting a face on it and meeting these kids and seeing that they're going to succeed and looking them in the eye and knowing these young ladies are going to succeed is an amazing thing. And for those who have this philosophic hatred for vouchers and school choice and things, watch the movie Waiting for Superman and see the mom with tears down her face whose child got the lottery and won to get in a good school, and then the one who didn't get in. And Senator Alexander and I went to a KIPP charter school in Nashville, and we met a young woman there. She's got a full scholarship to Boston College, and I'll never forget, here we are. We like to talk to the media. The media didn't want to talk to us at all. They wanted to talk to this young lady because she was just an amazing success story. But I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator.
Thank you, Senator Paul. Senator Franken.